Made mistakes I had to learn from. Built some bridges, had to burn some. Warning to those who sleep and go wake up and smell the coffee. Next time it's gonna be a stern one. Whoa.
What's up, everyone? Welcome to another episode of Hawks Talk with myself, Jared Shamil. Now, before we get started, make sure you subscribe to Atlanta Sports Unlimited and hit that notification bell so you never miss a video. The Atlanta Hawks were very impressive in the month of March without their best player, Trae Young. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm very shocked. Before I get into that, I want to tell you about our sponsor, Prize Picks. Now, Prize Picks is by far the best sports betting app on the market. And with our code ASU, Prize Picks will give you a 100% match on your first deposit for first-time users, up to $100. So if you deposit $100, they'll give you a free $100 to play with. Or if you only deposit $10, they'll give you a free $10 to play with. That's free money. Sounds like you can't lose to me. When Trae Young went down on February 23rd against the Toronto Raptors, I thought the Atlanta Hawks were going to completely fall apart and miss the play-in entirely, because at the time, the Brooklyn Nets were right on their tail. But come March, the Atlanta Hawks caught fire, well, for their standards. And a lot of it is thanks to this guy right here, Dejounte Murray. DJ Murray led the Hawks to an 8-7 record in the month of March. That's one game above 500. That's better than the Hawks have been playing all season. In the month of March, Dejounte averaged roughly 25 points, 9 assists, 5 rebounds, and 2 steals a game. That's all-star levels. That's almost all NBA levels. He's been playing with that fire in his eye that's been missing for much of the first half of this season. He has been completely taking over games. And the one that sticks out the most was the second game against Boston in the last week of March. In that back-and-forth battle with Boston, where the largest lead of the game was only 7 points. Each team kept taking turns, tying it up, taking the lead. Dejounte logged 47 minutes and poured in 44 points. And the game-winning buzzer beater in overtime. He went toe-to-toe with Jason Tatum, who's an MVP candidate this year. If that doesn't tell you all you need to know about Dejounte's play this past month, I don't know what to say. And it hasn't been just Dejounte. He's had some help. And the help has come from the Hawks' backups. Because when Onyeka Okongwu and Jalen Johnson out for quite a bit of that month, Bruno Fernando and Vit Krejci has completely stepped up. Bruno has been a dog off the bench. He's been playing with the intensity that I've been wanting Clint Capella to play with. But Capella's been great this month. I will give him that. But Bruno off the bench, he's grabbing all the rebounds. He's being aggressive in the paint. And he attacks the rim with some evil intent sometimes. He's caught a few bodies this month. And Vit Krejci having that long athletic guard on the floor has been very disruptive on the defensive end. And I think Quinn Snyder's system is finally starting to click with this team. It's much like when he was with the Utah Jazz, right before the bubble. His system, it took a minute for the system to really be in full effect. The Jazz were okay for most of the year, and towards the end, kind of where the Hawks are right now, it started to click. And that's when the Utah Jazz gave the Denver Nuggets a run for their money, when Donovan Mitchell and Jamal Murray was going back and forth in that playoff round in the bubble. So it's looking like Quinn's system is finally in full effect. The defense looks more engaged than it has been. The Hawks' defense has been physical. They're forcing teams into very tough shots. They're getting rebounds. They're out and running. The Hawks are starting to look good. Now, I am tired of seeing this narrative online, especially in Hawks Twitter, that this team is better without Trae Young. That is just far from the truth. No team would be better without Trae. Now, has everyone stepped up? Yes, everyone is playing great. Everyone's engaged. And that's not because Trae is off the floor. It's because they know they have to step up with Trae's absence. I just hope that when Trae does come back, should hopefully be soon. He's starting to practice without the brace on his hand. So it's looking like he should be back soon. Hopefully the way that this team's been playing this past month can carry over to when Trae is on the floor. Because if everyone can play with this intensity with the greatness of Trae Young, I'm telling you, the Hawks can really make some noise in the playoffs this year. the Hawks fans should be excited with how this team has fought and the way they're playing, the way they're looking. It's starting to get exciting.